boy, that's actually super loud. Hold on one moment. That's probably better. Hello, everybody. Sorry, hold on. Everything is wrong. I'm panicking. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Today, we're doing more art. We're supposed to technically do that tomorrow, but some shenanigans happened, so hello, Blue. It's probably not going to be a super long stream today, because I kind of already know what I want to draw, and it's going to be very much a, how to say, a, tarot card style. So I think I'm just going to immediately change the size to what I normally change it to, which I believe is 1,000? Do I do it about there? 200? 100. We'll say that. That seems not big enough. That seems not big enough. And how are you, Blue? Let's go for 250. Yeah, that'll probably work. So it'll just be one particular thing in the middle. Peachy just woke up. Ooh, very nice. Just woke up mentally. So that means that you've just put a coffee in yourself recently, then I presume. I can't remember. Was it you that was just like, oh yeah, I've been having coffee since I was like 12. And it's like, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't think kids are supposed to have that at that, should have coffee at that age. And then you're like, bah! What's the worst that could happen? Hello, everyone. How's it going? I don't have the glove on. I don't have the glove on. I didn't expect that to go through. And hey, Riders, how's it going? Oh, you're good, Erwin. Not everybody's here yet, cause it is an unorthodox day for me to be streaming. So I'm sure many people are like, what do you mean Will's streaming? That doesn't make any sense. Whale high? Hi, Riders. Hey, a win-win-win. Or a win is a win. Dang right it's a win. I've been having coffee since I was 5 years. Jesus Christ, there's no way that that's healthy, Blue. I can't fathom that being healthy. If you ever stopped having coffee, I'm pretty sure you would have a hard time with it. Sorry, I just need to get some squiggles on the screen because I haven't gotten a chance to do any practice yet. Coffee? Who needs that? Piston Wolf, that's what I'm saying. Coffee is not required, depending on who you are. I prefer Red Bull, but it's not better. Which is the energy drink? Erwin, I presume you would know. Which is the energy drink that also has, like, a crazy amount of vitamin B in it? I got a new pour-over coffee maker that fits over my mug. I'm not sure what that is, Risers. Can you tell that I'm not fully conscious yet? A pour-over coffee maker. Pour-over. I presume it's a coffee maker that just lets you kind of... That was a very good example. Yeah, all energy drinks have B vitamins for the energy boost. On top of the caffeine, I prefer Red Bull because it has the amino acid taurine. but you can only have a can on 2 so you don't OD on vitamins. But, I mean, taurine. But though, Erwin, don't for the most part you just piss those vitamins back out again? Depending on the vitamins, I believe a lot of it is just like... Like, I know that if you chug a lot of, like, orange juice, it's just like, I mean, your body's only going to take X amount of vitamin C. The rest of it you're just peeing out because body has no need for it. That and, the acidity is probably not the best for you. When you pour water over the grounds. Ah, okay. Specifically, they are toxic in high doses. You can literally die. Define high doses. Though technically, to be fair, everything... how to say? Everything can kill you with a certain amount of dosage, right? Like, water can kill you if you drink enough of it. I prefer brewing my coffee with Red Bull when I'm in a hurry. Brew your coffee with Red Bull. Oh, good God. But usually 15 minutes later on the highway, you notice I forgot my car. But you're still sitting, though, right, Piston Wolf? You're still sitting. Your feet are just moving like Fred Flintstone style so fast that you're just zooming. I'll put it this way. Red Bull generally has 200% of the recommended daily amount. If you drink 5 of those, you will end up in ER. Challenge accepted, Erwan. Nah, I don't drink energy drinks. Absolutely not. No, I'm not allowed to accept that challenge, even though I don't drink energy drinks to begin with. I will get a password just to fly there. Fair. But joke's on you. You don't know where I live. Oh. And Canada's a big place. My brother drinks like 2 monsters a day. My sister's fiance does the same thing. Like, starts the morning with a Monster Energy and then, like, has another one, I think, like, in the evening. And I'm like, why do you even drink it in the evening? I have my ways. Oh, you have your ways. The spy network can be activated. I'm gonna get a random knock on the door by a stranger, and they're just like, excuse me, does this person live here? And I'm like, no. And they're just like, are you sure? Who are you? And I'm like, I don't have to answer that. And then I close the door. And then all I just hear is like a crackly radio noise, and just like, it didn't work, Erwan. I'll try again. We'll try again with a different method next time. Then like 3 days later, I got a knock on the door again. And there's someone else, but clearly with like a different, it's the same person, but with a different shirt and glasses. And they're just like, hi, we're doing a petition at the moment against this really terrible thing. Would you please like to sign our petition? We need your full name and your address. And I'm like, yeah, no. And hello, Ling! Of course, Fred Flintstone style still in my DR racer chair, just zooming, making race car noises. But without the noises, Piston Wolf, you wouldn't be moving. That's how it goes. And how are you, by the way, Ling? I have my ways of finding out. I don't need to outsource anything. I'm sorry, Erwan, but I couldn't let that little improv gold nugget, like, not, or go to waste, you know? I had to polish it up and go somewhere. Very sleepy due to the heat, but I'm chilling more. With more art, dino breeding? What? There's an army of T-Rexes at the moment. Oh, Ark! Gotcha. It's Ark. You're playing Ark. Oh, for sure, the improv was thumbs up. What's your best techniques for improv? Riders, I have no idea. Ling, you could see how I was confused. I just thought they were drawing dinosaurs having sex. That's what I was, and I'm like, no, that does not seem like something Ling would do. Ling draws attractive characters, but there's no way in heck that Ling goes down that road, at least that often. I don't know what Ling's full stops are, so. But writers, I don't know. I try to... Like, there is definitely the yes and kind of attitude. You know, in that, like, you know, like, I have my ways of getting information. It's just like, well, what would be a silly way of doing it? And it's just like, oh, well, what about, like, a spy network? And it's like, oh, what would an incompetent spy do? Just like, oh, they would go to the door and basically ask, but try to be really awkwardly subtle about it. You know, just like, hey, does so-and-so live here? No. Oh, are you sure? Who are you? I don't have to answer that, but the person you're looking for isn't here. Slam. And then naturally, if they're going to be incompetent, they won't leave the door before reporting in, so I could just hear them. I think that's basically where improv goes. Just take the idea, and then just take the general concept and just try to extract something out of it. Or if everyone just threatened the neighbors for information. Yeah. What do you know? What do you know about Will? Who? Will, your neighbor. Who? I don't leave my house. Love the way your mind works. My mind is a very strange place. Go full old man mode on them. See, I like the old man. The old man, just the... what do you want from me, lady? I'm just trying to eat my plate full of peas. It's my favorite meal. You see, the doctor says I need to reduce my pea intake, but he can't stop me. Well, that was really dumb. I'm sorry. I don't leave my house either, but it's not voluntary. Oh, I do it voluntarily, Erwan. This is my safe space. This is my sanctuary, and anybody who tries to enter will have the door gently closed on them. Just no. Unless it's repairs. Then I'll allow it for a bit. Oh, wait. I need to be doing art. I need to be drawing. I wish I had more, like, formal improv training, though. All my improv is from, like, 4 classes in drama in high school, which was not improv so much as just, like, learning how to act. And even then, it was kind of, how to say it, like, it wasn't amazing, but I got to be in a couple of plays. That was neato. But I've also been very fortunate to be friends with a lot of funny people. So, through that, you know, if you're surrounded by people who are funny, you want to be funny yourself, you need to start playing their game, you know? Like, if they start coming up with a joke, you need to be like, oh, but what about, you know, like, build on that kind of an idea. Hold on. I used to be like, man, I wish I could stay home forever, and now that I'm trapped at home, and just at home for 4 years, all I wish to go is outside. Sorry, Arrowhan. I've heard of the fuck it adjustment from somewhere. The fuck it adjustment. I think the fuck it adjustment is just like, let's see where the, you know, like, this train's got no brakes, let's see where it goes. You also pick up habits from others, whether you realize it or not. That's also true, Ling. That's very, very true. For better or for worse. Hopefully for better. Though then again, there is also the attitude, right? Like, this is a long-standing one, but the idea of, like, surround yourself with success. Surround yourself with the people who have the skills that you wish you had. Or the, how to say it, the mindset that you wish you had, right? Because then you'll start potentially picking those things up. It's a sad reality of who you hang out with does matter sometimes. True, Ling. True. Makes me wonder if hanging out with Kudju is a good idea. He's a bad influence, you see. Yeah, a lot of streamers in my community all say lurky lurk now because I announce I'm lurking in someone's stream and I love it. I see what you're saying. He's a free spirit. He's something. He's definitely a lad. And I think he'd be the first to admit it too. Where he's just like, yeah, I'm a little, I got a little something. I got that spice. For better or for worse, this plane's gonna land, but unfortunately the plane's got no brakes or wheels for that matter. But we're gonna land it. Also, riders, that's the attitude of when you realize that your joke is not working. And you're just like, oh boy. Alright, we're gonna try to stick this landing. But we've severely handicapped ourselves. But we're still gonna try. I think that's especially true if you start bringing up a joke with somebody who isn't into that. Like somebody who doesn't like raunchy jokes, and you start a raunchy joke and you can see from their expression they're not really digging what you're talking about. You're like, okay, I have a few options. I can finish the joke and accept the realities of that. You can abandon the joke and go like, you know what, it's not really that funny. You can try and rewrite the joke in the moment, which is a very, very tricky and potentially dangerous situation because you could just make things worse. You could anti-joke it. You know, where you do the just like, and then they had a very nice time. You know, what is it? What is it? Just like a horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Why the long face?" The horse responds with a confused look as it does not understand English. Another patron stepping in immediately starts it and it rushes back outside, knocking over several tables in the process. You know? It's just like, boom, anti-joke. Whether an anti-joke is a good idea, you know, remains to be seen. It depends on the audience, right? That's the big thing at the end of the day. Played to the crowd that showed up. I think that's a really important lesson for streamers, especially. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Yeah, we are. There was a miscommunication with me and family, and I thought I was supposed to work with them this week or this weekend. So, like, they were going to grab me on Saturday. So I was, you know, like, oh, I'll move to Friday. But unfortunately, I learned that there was a miscommunication, and that's next week. But the schedule was already out, and, like, my ADHD says that once the schedule's out, that's the schedule that we need to do. So we're going to be doing a Friday this week, and we're going to be doing a Friday next week. And then we'll go back to our regular scheduled entertainment. I'm a sucker for dark humor or abstract humor. I enjoy a good misdirect. A good example that I always think of is a buddy of mine. We were in class once, and he was making this one joke, and I don't know what it was. what is a misdirect? It's when you kind of like guide somebody to a presumed destination, and then you kind of like pivot on your heel like immediately. I can't think of a quick off the cuff one, but it's very much the idea of like, imagine that you're telling like a knock knock joke, you know, and you know, like you know, oh, there you go. It's like, you know, knock knock, who's there? Who, and then you presume there's going to be an owl joke afterwards, right? But the misdirect, which would also be kind of like, you know, like an anti-joke, would be just like, no, I asked you first. Solarcy, how dare you? Yeah, that was freaking 45 followers ago. We're almost at 300. I don't even know what to do at 300. But one of the things, and also, hello, Solarcy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm behind. Okay, you're fine. It's not your job to know your peeps' stuff. That's not how it works. Oh, another really good misdirection, which was really, really pointless. It's a famous story from a friend of mine. Dang it, Riders is stepping away. All right, then I'll keep going about the other thing that I was talking about. Ah! First of all, Stitches, congratulations on that. The red herring is the misdirect in mysteries. Ah, yeah, where they think it's something, but it leads to nowhere. It literally is just like, we followed up on the red herring, and it turned out it was indeed red, but we were looking for a blue herring, and the blue herring killer has struck again while we were wasting our time. I don't know if I'm nailing that particular analogy, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta try, even if you don't know. But a friend of mine was making this one joke. I don't remember what the joke was anymore. Oh, we were in a chemistry class together. So he would keep making, like, chemistry jokes. You know, just like... what is it? Like, we'd be talking, and then he'd be just like, man, you'd almost think that conversation is boron. And I just stare at him, and he's just like, just give me like a smug smile back. So then later, you know, we're talking about something, and you know, something's I don't remember what it was. He's just like, man, that has so much, you know, like we're talking about something about just like, oh, I could really be really cool. Da 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 da. He's like, man, that has so much potassium, and I'm just like, ah, your jokes are dumb. And hello, Olive. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are drawing. We have 3 prompts that we need to draw, which are Western, Cash, and Time. And I have an idea for it already, but I am too locked into a topic at the moment to start drawing. So, you know, he makes like 1 or 2 more jokes like that, you know, and then finally at one point he's just like, man, like, we really gotta get this class going. And then I'm just like, yeah, we just don't have enough time-tanium. And he looks at me, he's like, that's so dumb. Why would you make a joke like that? Why would you do that? That's so dumb. Like, buddy spent like half an hour baiting me into making a joke like his just to frickin' be like, why would you do that? That's dumb. That's so dumb. He's done that to me multiple times. One of the ones was we were taking notes in class, dead silent class. All you can just hear is scribble, 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 scribble. And out of the corner of my eye, I think I see him looking at me. So I glance over, but he's looking at his paper, but I'm pretty sure I saw him shift his head slightly, you know? Like he was looking at me and then he looked down. So we keep going. Again, dead silent class. And I catch his eyes out of the corner of my eye again. So I glance over again, but this time I catch him just as he's turning his head back down. And I'm like, what's this guy planning? What's he doing? So like, I'm going to catch him in the act. So I catch him looking at me again, and that's how I snap my head over, and he goes, and in a dead, quiet, like, large room where all you hear is the sound of people scribbling, all you hear is me breaking the silence with a loud, ha! And then the sound of every head in that class turning simultaneously in my direction. And the buddy sitting next to me staring at his paper, writing notes. So I look like the crazy one. I'm still friends with him for some reason. Is that a mistake? Probably. Hold on, I need to make sure where... Is that really where... Oh, actually, wait, that makes a lot of sense. You gotta do it back to him. That's not how my brain works, Blue. It's just not how my brain works. I don't think like that. I don't think about weird long con jokes. My brain is very much more on the concept of building on things. Like, my improvisational skills come from building on top of stuff, not starting things. Whereas he's very good at starting things. And how are you doing today, by the way, Olive? Sorry, I was in the middle of a thought process and needed to finish it. But I hope that your day has been treating you well so far. Happy Friday. Alright. I need to grab some reference. Back from vacation I'm drawing to? Heck yeah! Oh, that's right, you are back from vacation. How was your vacay? Sorry, I need to grab some reference really quick. There we go. There we go. It was excellent. A week of touching grass and happy to be back. Oh, that's right. You touched too much grass, and now you had to come back and toss all the grass out so that you could play the Vigi games again. Oh, how was stream yesterday, by the way? I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday? I don't remember. I think it was yesterday. Chat, what are you drawing, Will? Do I look like a do I look like a guy who has a plan? Oh god, now I'm just thinking about the... You must be wondering why I do what I do. I'm the Joker, baby. The day before yesterday, I also lost track of time. Was fun. Nice, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I am very, very, very bad with time. Time is not my friend. And welcome back, Riders. Dang it, I actually had a topic, but now I can't remember anymore what it was. Heck. I had an example of misdirection, and now I can't remember the misdirection anymore. Oh, you're fine. I'm just very bad at memory. And no, don't feel bad if you need to step away. Like... In the great words of a lot of streamers, real life comes first. The knock-knock joke. No, there was something after that, but I can't remember it anymore off the cuff, at least. Oh! Okay. This is not a great example of misdirect, but it's a famous story amongst my friends group. There was a guy who, a buddy of ours, who's known for telling these, like, ridiculous long-winded jokes, and then the end of the story has, like, the, like, how to say it, like, the finale of the story has nothing to do with anything that he was talking about. Like, the famous story is that somebody was saying that they were having a rough day, and he's like, man, you want to know about a rough day? And, oh, no, no, that's it. Somebody was talking about how they were hungry. And he's just like, man, I know that feeling the other day. And he goes on this, like, 20-minute story about how he was staying over at his friend's house for the night, and then in the morning it turns out that one of the roommates that he in the house that he was at had to move, and the movers weren't showing up, but so they needed help, so they spent like all this time like doing all like moving all this stuff and da 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 da, and then it turns out this and this was happening, and then finally he's just like, yeah, and then I had a bag of Doritos for breakfast. That was it. That was the whole, that 20 minutes of like this, just like okay, where's this leading to? Is to him relating to somebody being hungry because he had a bag of Doritos for breakfast once. That's misdirection, but misdirection in a chaotic sort of way. And hello, Cobalt. Thank you so much for the stretch and the hydrate. That dude has a lot of strange stories. All right, we're going to stretch really quick. My favorite story from him specifically. Stretch to the right. Stretch to the left. I think I've told this story on stream before, but I'm okay with saying it again. So, shake out our wrists. So, this guy, this friend of ours, it has a tendency in party situations to drink because it is easier for him to socialize when he is under the influence because he's a bit of a shy individual. But when he gets drunk, he says a lot of ridiculous things. Like, he's one of those guys that, like, he is because he relaxes when he's under the influence, he is naturally more funny because his inhibitions and his anxieties leave him. So he was walking down the stair, like everybody was hanging out in a basement, and he had gone upstairs to use the bathroom. And while he was in the bathroom, he had come up with a joke. And he was like, oh man, I'm going to freaking nail it. So he walks down the stairs and he opens up the door and he starts the joke and goes, hey, do you know what they say about divorce? And immediately in that moment, he realized he had fucked up his joke. So he just shouted, no! And then just slammed the door again and like went back upstairs. So, from our perspective, we just hear dunk, 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 door open. Hey, do you know what they say about divorce? No! It just closes the door again. I mean, that's a pretty funny joke. Right, Cobalt? It's a great way to be like, ah, shit, I fucked this up. How do I fix this? Just yell. It is a class. It is like one of those, like, I think it's been like, that must have been like 8 years ago. And we still reference that joke from time to time. Because it's just a memory. You know? And I wouldn't say exactly that's misdirection, but it's definitely unexpected from all parties involved. Like, nobody knew where that joke was going. Even the person who was making the joke. And you know what? We appreciate an individual who's just like, well, I'm in this deep. Let's see where it goes. Gotta go have a fun stream. No problem at all, Riders. Thank you so much for stopping by. Wait, this can technically be a bit... No, it can't be. That wouldn't make any sense. How you feeling, by the way, Cobalt? Not to, like, draw too much attention to it, but I hope that you're taking the time that you need in order to take care of yourself. Nah, I want this to be a little bit larger. I want it to be a little bit more dramatic. So let's start by boosting the size of this thing a little bit. Heck, let's even stretch it out. Let's make it a really dramatic looking scale. Oh, we'll have to pull it in just a tad, though. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Still not feeling amazing, but mainly just resting today. Is it just, like, again, not to pry, and obviously if you don't want to talk about it, like, please say so. But, like, is it just kind of like a, just kind of feeling today? Or is it like a cold? Or is it the start of something potentially, like, more Like, I definitely had it the other day where I just, like, woke up and was just like, yeah. I don't know what this is, but yeah. Oh, a tipping of the scales? Yeah, Brian, because today we have Western, cash, and time. Oh, I realize I should actually be doing this a little bit differently because... Oh, no, because... No, my thought process still works. Hoping it's just one day off. Didn't get good sleep and woke up with a gross headache. Oh, man, I feel that, dude. I feel you there. I know when I wake up with a headache, there is just... like, I just don't want to do anything. You know what I mean? Just like, I think that's the day. Pillow overhead, you know, just, I would just lay here. I think I'm actually going to have to make it just a tiny bit smaller because otherwise I can't fit the sides in, and that's no good. And then here we're going to put, it's going to be so stupid simple, you know? We're going to put a... clock here. Oh, God. I goofed. I forgot about the fact that we're still on that layer. Hiccup. I would put it back. He says that to everybody, Cobalt. I'm teasing, by the way, Blue. That was a joke. Just in case I potentially stepped over a line. That'd be a clock. And then over here would be... stereotypical money bag. I think we're gonna make this just a little bit bigger. You're fine, you're not entirely wrong. Well, I don't want to overstep a bound either, right? A boundary. There we go, that's the word I was trying to say. Alright, now the big important part. I'm sorry, that's not what I wanted. I just wanted the image. Something sort of funny was while I was half asleep and dreaming, my brain was like, oh no, the problem is the game. I should be playing a different game instead. Cobalt wakes up in a cold sweat screaming, video games! And Mama Cobalt is just like, Cobalt, please calm down. Honey, you were having a nightmare again. Then I woke up and was like, oh, it's the headache that's the problem. I do love the idea. Not in the sense that you have the headache, but like I love the cobalt fever dream. Of just, what's going on? What's wrong? It must be video games. Runs to like his closet, pulls out the frickin' the break action with like double barrel. He's just like, it's finally happened, Martha. The games have finally turned against us. I don't think that's true, Cobalt. Lock the doors! Perfect. Now I hit all the notes. Western, cash, and time. This is very dumb, and I'm sorry. It's literally just a scale with a cowboy hat on. I already regret all of my decisions. Communism? Where are you getting communism from? That's a hammer and sickle. Or the fist. You know, the, oh god, the frickin'... Did you mean capitalism, Blue? Or is it socialism that's the fist? There it is. There's the one. It's socialism. It's the chunk, 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 chunk. Oh, no, that's a little bit too long. About there. And then chunk, chunk. That's roughly the socialism fist. Oh, Blue. Oh, Blue. That is quite the hiccup. But it's okay. You're fine. I mean, you will be tried for it, duly. You will be seen as a traitor to your country, and the CIA now has you on a watch list, but... You know? Who hasn't had that happen to them before? I mean, many people, but, you know. Don't know if that was heard by peeps, but yeah, this will be an oddly fast stream today, methinks. So I apologize ahead of time if I get done a little bit early. I might try to do something else if I'm... Ooh. I'd need to set it up if we still have time, but I might try to do something. I might try to keep going for a little bit after stream. After stream, as if I wouldn't keep streaming at that point. Will, why are you so bad at words? Your language skills, they're terrible. But it's okay. We can just continue to try and do better. Also, Solarcy, if you're still there, how goes the Apex games? And if not, I hope Solarcy's Apex games are going well. Hindsight, maybe it was unreasonable for me to do the minor call out there. It'd be like thinking about it again, it's kind of like when somebody notices a, almost a silver. I haven't played comp at all. But that's okay, Solarcy. I mean, isn't it going to end in like a few days? I'm pretty sure it's almost over, isn't it? This particular season, so to speak. But yes, I'm sorry, Solarcy, for doing like a call out there just now, because I realized that's basically the equivalency of going to like your viewer list, seeing that there's somebody there that you know that hasn't talked, and just being like, "Hey, lurker!" And that's unreasonable. I'm sorry. Ooh, wipe. Hey, Mighty, how's it going, my dude? Oi! How goes the arting? Progress is going pretty well. How are you doing today? How goes your Friday? Assuming it's still Friday for you, of course. If not, how goes the day that it is? Alles goed? Yeah? You know some Dutch there, Solarcy. And Mama M's coming in with the candies. The mint candies, by the look of it, if I'm seeing correctly. Oh, love myself a good mint candy from time to time. And how are you, Mama M? Thank you so much for stopping by. Doing all right, trying to be productive at my apartment, but failing at it. In which way, Mighty? Because sometimes just having a chill day is enough. Alles gut is German. Must be German too. Well, by that logic, I would say you're probably right, Solarcy. Don't share with Will. Mom M comes in and just gives out my favorite food to other people and then just go like, don't share. Also, hey! I'm just teasing you, Solarcy. I'm sorry. I saw an opportunity. Short-circuiting. It's true. You're being too OP. Right now. At Apex. Ooh, this does not look very good. Let's get rid of that for a second. The apartment is a mess, and I need to consolidate some stuff. Basically, I have multiple projects going on, and, well, they're not getting done. Well, this is just the way I do it. But I look for the project that I can get finished the fastest, and that I have the most drive to complete in that immediate moment, and then just jump on it. Don't take a second to think about it. Just go like, that's the one, and then just start. Don't give your brain even any time to like process what that option might entail, etc. Oh god. I don't know how to read that language. Bebisti agua hoyo? Hoya? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Heb je vandaag water gedronken? Ja, I have drank water today. In fact, I have my second glass is sitting beside me. You know, it's really fun when your immediate drive is for a project that will never be completed. I mean, that's also a problem, Avatar, for certain. Oh, that's the thing, though, the mighty. The attitude of Spanish hemp, the H is silent. Dang it, I always forget that. Everyone makes made fun of me for not knowing that once. Oh, so it's drilled into your head. The shame lives on forever. And you're just like, never again. Never. But yeah, finished, not perfect, the mighty. Depending on the project, of course. If it's one of those, like, you're doing it for someone else, obviously try to put your best foot forward. But if it's one of those just like, there is no consequence to this being just okay. You know, there's no downside to that. It's just like, then just do it. It's fine. Give it another go another day. Right now, the project's got to get done. You not doing anything is making you feel crappy. Then just get it done. You'll feel better regardless, even if it doesn't look exactly the way you want, right? You know, me projecting a little bit. As somebody who gets pretty caught up in the details, I am definitely one of those people who, how to say it, I plan everything of the end game. Rather than just start. You know, like, it's got to look exactly like this. If it doesn't look like that immediately, it's you know, I failed. And it's like, well, that's impossible. Dad has told me multiple times that it's better to get a B+ on time than a late A+. Exactly, because that boy's probably going to plummet down to a B+ anyway. So at that point, doesn't help nothing or nobody. Don't let perfect throw hands with good. At the end of the day, if it's functional, then you're doing great. Soon I will teach Spanish to Will. Maybe I will teach him. Oh no. I keep seeing the word and I don't know how to pronounce it, even though you guys have taught me how to pronounce it already. You know what? No, I know what to do. We're taking a different approach.
Chancla.
Chancla. Chancla. There you go. Chancla. Yeah, I quickly Googled it. I think you... Oh, wait. I have my thing on, so you guys should be able to hear that, right?
Chancla.
Yeah. Chancla. Heck. I made the mistake of not hiding my tracks properly. Well, I'll be prepared to forget that in about 20 minutes. They'll be just like, hey, Will, what was the word for slipper again? Ha! I'll just give a nervous chuckle. So we're at 15, so we want this to be about that. And that. And while we're at it, we'll get these two on there as well. And back to 15. And now I feel like I'm being too quiet. Ah! The joys of being a streamer. The perpetual internal screaming that is attempting to be both entertaining and also make progress. Wonder if I should become a streamer. I mean, there's always the option, Avatar. Depends on what you're going into it for, though. If you're going it for fame and glory, I don't think that's the best way to approach things. But if you're coming into it with a desire to want to entertain people and have a good time, I think that's pretty reasonable. Admirable, even. Generic money sign. Hell yeah, boys and girls. Yeah, we totally should follow you. Stream on Kick instead. Lol, I'm not leaving here, Erwan. Not yet, at least. Not until it all falls apart. And then I just accept my fate. I accept what will happen. I will bite the bullet. I will try somewhere else, potentially. Will it succeed? Who knows? But I'm not giving up on what I've worked for yet. Well, you know, I've said this before, but I feel like you've done even more work on your VTuber. And you're just, I'm trying to be, to the best of my abilities. I've worked on things. I do my dangdest. And I appreciate that, everyone. It's very kind of you to say. All right. I think I got the general outline done, so we're going to do the coloring. William is a hard-working boy. Not as hard as Blue. On a side note, the tablet that I have on screen right now was actually made by Blue. Because he's a bum and is like, I made this thing for you. Use it. And I'm like, wah. Wah. Literally see the subtle little expression changes. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's actually very easy to do, which is the dumb thing. You did, though, Blue. Let's be real. You were like, Will, I've made you a thing. Use it. And I'm like, Blue, I would really rather not. And you're like, oh, you think you have a choice in the matter? Well, go look at your OBS. I'm like, it's already there. True story. Totally happened. Happened to a friend of mine, really. I said use it. Blue, probably. Yeah, basically. Don't listen to him. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun demanding that I use it. I'm on to you, Blue. Oh, I missed one part. I missed a part. Heckarinos. Alright, there we go. Brush. Alright, now we need some colors for... We'll start with the bag. Why don't we? Just a classic, like, kind of goldeny brown. Although the band right there has to be a dark gray. And the clock, naturally, is going to just be white, because that's nice and easy. And you know what? Sometimes we just like to do things easily around here, you know? As for the scales, let's go for like a nice, like almost caramel-esque color. Not quite brass. Or bronze? Must be bronze or brass. Probably bronze. Whew. Sorry. A little bit warm out still. I was hoping the temp would go down a little bit, so I opened up a window just for some airflow, and I think that was actually the beginning of the end for my life. Everything is about to fall apart. It's all going down. Heat is not fun. Ain't that the truth, Blue? And that cowboy hat is supposed to be like a tan color, like that kind of a color, I think. Yeah, it looks pretty cowboy hat-esque, if I recall correctly. Oh, thank you, Brian. I'm trying to mimic what I have on my, as my reference, so it's not the most difficult thing to be doing. Alright, let's save it. Then we'll give this baby a little bit of shading. We'll use the brush for it. Love how the scale looks like a mustache. Unintentional, but I'm glad that it turned out that way. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Blue. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents, I believe, are the wise words of a certain former army sergeant. I think he was a sergeant. Yeah, he was. He was an army sergeant. And we appreciate that, army sergeant. Don't we, chat? Yeah, we do. After all, he was a legendary fellow who did a lot of good for the art community. And we should celebrate that. There we go. I don't think the bag really needs any, but we can give it just a little on the side. Like so. Clock definitely doesn't need any. Doesn't mean we're not going to give it any, though. Nice and subtle. There we go. Think we're striking all the chords here, or all the check marks. Which is good. Give me 1 second. Go back to there. There we go. All right. So we got this. Easy peasy. Speedy art. It's not good art, but it's art. We accept what we have. So now we're going up here. That's that. We go here. We're going to just really quickly hide all this. A Friday stream. Hello, Syrinx. Yes. Unfortunately, today, or this week and next week, we both have Friday streams due to a miscommunication. No, it's just me, Xerinx. Just like I said, miscommunication happened, so... Yeah, can't get it perfect, and we just accept that. We got a lot of bronze in there, so we probably want like a nice dark... Yeah, hold on, where's this in the spectrum? It's right there, so we want like this kind of a blue on the outside. No. Navak! 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 Fine. We'll get to this in a second. Avatar. You are my only ally in this cruel world. Thought that I finally had found allegiances, only to find out it was all some massive Machiavellian scale plot. Alright. Beat me to the draw there. Oh, Cobalt! Cobalt, Cobalt, Cobalt. Alright. We'll start with the squats. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll do push-ups. I hope that I'm still heard all the way over there. Get out of here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Readjust things here real quick. All right. Oh, hello there, friend. And goodbye there, friend. The bots are coming back. Haven't had a bot in so long, and then all of a sudden the bots start showing up. Is it just... Is this the time when people start... How to say it? Like, viewership goes up? Is this like prime time for like viewership? So they're just like, now is the time. Blue, I'll ban you along with that bot. I swear. No hesitation. On God, no cap, for real, as they say. Been so long I've forgotten how to ban somebody. Just hit the little circle with the dash through it. Be gone, bot. Yeah. Brian gets it. Is that what the kids are saying these days? Well, I don't know, Cobalt. I read it somewhere once. That's all I got is the sexiest bot I know. What do you mean? That's Geekbot. Geekbot is the sexiest bot. Mostly because he's a bot. He has bot in the title. Didn't get the hand up fast enough. My bad. One moment. I'm having a moment of spacing out just a little bit. I don't like that. I can tolerate that. Is this all still within view? Perfect. Now we have the fun part. You agree. In which regard, Blue? And also, how are you, Navek? I will ask, even with this betrayal, I will still ask how you're doing. Geekbot is sexy. I partly said it because I wanted to see if I could draw him out. But I don't know if he's online at the moment. Probably not. Doing pretty good. How about you doing myself, my dude? I'm doing alright. Trying to prep for some stuff and also just find the motivation to get things done, which can be a little bit difficult sometimes, but you know, we all have days like that. Plus, I've been making the mistake of getting back into those sink a bazillion hours into them games. Like right now I've been playing Medieval Dynasty a bunch off screen, or off stream rather, and it's just like, this is not a good idea. This is hours that I'm spending in this, but I love it. I love games like that. Ugh, just the build a base, or yeah, build a small town single player piece by piece, slowly acquire people and work their way towards it. Is a game that I thought I would like, but I'm too afraid to buy and play. It's a good time in my opinion, Avatar, but it is tedious. It's a wonderful game if you have a backlog of like YouTube videos that you want to watch, but you want to do something else while you're watching them. Medieval Dynasty is very good for stuff like that. Which, I don't know if that's a good thing. I mean, that's very ADHD for my brain, which, like, is wonderful for me. But I know for other people that might not be a thing that they want. Also, apparently they're going to be coming out with another one soon. They've still been working on Medieval Dynasty, but they're coming out with the Zengoku Dynasty, I believe is what it's called. Or Sengoku Dynasty. Medievaler? Is that what you're going for? Medievaler? Oh, I see. They're going for the sequel, Medievaler. No, it's Sengoku, I believe is what it's called. Huh. Let me open up Steam and I'll look. That's easy enough to do. But yeah, similar idea, but it's going to be set in Japan. Which, like, I'm down for. Like a Sengoku. Yeah, Zengoku Dynasty. Oh, that's a lot of noise. I don't recall letting you play play the musics. Yeah, it looks like it's a very similar style. So basically, Samurai Warriors, not in a gameplay sense, Brian, but in an era sense, yes, I believe so. I know the only areas are popular media really concerned with. Oh God, why are you so loud? I hope that Okay, good. It's not getting picked up. I was about to say, tell me that's not getting picked up, because that is weirdly loud. But yeah, it's got the same gameplay loop. Start with nothing, pick up some rocks and some sticks, build an axe with it, cut down a tree, take the logs and find more rocks, build a foundation, build the framing, build the walls, build the doors, etc. Tuk 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 tuk. You got your first house, boom, perfect. Now you can build, I don't know, like a woodcut, like how to say it, like a lumber, a small lumber yard thing, or like, what do you call it, a woodshed. Build that. Controversial take, Minecraft, like, kind of, but you're specifically working towards establishing a village that requires NPCs that you need to mildly take care of. You need to make sure that they have food and that they have water, which is relatively easy to do, all things considered. And as you go, it becomes easier. You know, like, you start with literally having to manually put food into, like, the box of the house that they live in, whereas later you can get access to, like, a food storage place where the NPCs that are crafting food, like, that are actually making food, like, doing farming or hunting, etc., they will put that food into that area, which means that it becomes a communal place where everybody can grab food from, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. And you assign people to field work and to other things, and they have different skills for different things, etc., 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 etc. Throw a slab of meat at village's door like a paper boy. I mean, kinda, but you make sure it's cooked, because if it's not cooked, you can be poisoned from it. And you don't want to get poisoned. Nobody likes getting poisoned. Alright, that's how I do it. So a darker color. Dump. Can't see it. Doesn't matter, because we're gonna do blur Gaussian. Boop. And then we do it twice so that it's a little bit thicker and more noticeable. And then what would be good background colors here? Time to look up some meanings. Okay, so we're going for a yellow and a red. No, not circular. Line, please. Ooh, too sharp. Too difficult to read the structure. That yellow isn't gonna work. We go for like a red and a green. Doesn't quite work either. Too Christmassy. Oh wait, gotta get rid of the grid first, because otherwise we can't even see. No, orange isn't gonna work here either. What about... Ugh, that's Joker colors. We don't like that. Okay, we can't use a blue either, because blue just doesn't quite work here. What? No, 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 no. Purple. There you go. That's not actually too bad. Maybe a little more like a sunset. I'm not looking specifically for a sunset blue. I want yellow because yellow is the color of greed. And I want and I'm thinking purple because purple's the color of like royalty, and royalty is usually connected to like wealth, etc., etc. So like, you know, greed. And most of my color choices have some meaning behind it normally. Whether that's a good or a bad thing is up for debate, but... Nice background gradient. Well, thank you, Brian. Don't know how I feel about the blue around the outside, though. Wish I could say the same. It doesn't have to be that way, blue. You don't gotta do anything. I do this stuff because I'm dumb and want to have, like, a weird meaning behind things, even if there's no real need for it. Man, you can tell that I'm a little bit... You can always tell when I space out when my mouth hangs open a little bit, because I just completely... out a little bit. And then it's like, hop! Oh, we're back. Blah, 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 blah. Kindly ignore me while I'm having a conniption. Alright, so we got... You know what? We'll call the top one greed. I think greed is the right option here. My man is having flashbacks. Not flashbacks, just spacing out. I do that sometimes. It's a good time, honestly. You should give it a try sometime. You shouldn't. It sucks. We don't know what about until the edit. Yeah, just me. I mean, and it's literally just like, it's nothing. It's never anything. It's always like a half thought about something that's irrelevant to the current situation. Oh god, I'm doing it again. Nope. It's me snapping my hands in front of myself to be like, go on now. Wake the heck up. We're not done. But that is definitely the hint that we're not going to do extras today on stream. I was thinking about like, we can do some extra. Why not? It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. And I'm like, I'm basically fading. Just casually right now. And nothing intense is happening. Imagine what would happen if I kept going. So yeah, I'm sorry everybody. I was gonna do something after this, but I don't think that's a good idea. Bam. Quick, easy art. I did it. Woo. Woo. And stretch. That's a self-stretch redeem. Excuse me. Whew. Only an hour and a half. Are we really gonna have this short of a stream today? Probably. I am streaming multiple days in a row. I think that's probably what's causing it. Hello, Moon. Hold on, let's take a look-see at this. But first, we're gonna mute this for a second because I don't want to listen. Thank you, Avatar. Oh, wait. Like Will, but with a dummy accent. I don't understand what that means. And what's wrong, Avatar? I'm, slew on the uptake. I'm a little slow on the uptake? I'm so confused what is being said right now. What? You guys are too complicated for me today. Wait. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, everyone, that we're doing a short stream today. And I'm kind of on the fence right now, because there's technically 2 places where we could go at the moment. But I want to support Kaju. I'm just... No. We're gonna go hang out with Kaju. That's what we're gonna do. You are Gouda. Ugh, whatever term means is that he's buying us all pizza. I mean, that's pretty cool. Wait, Will, I'm waiting. What's going on? What's going on, Moon? Go on. I'm willing to wait. Like the Cintiq setup? Blue made it. Blue made it and then forced me to use it. So you can blame Blue. Good job there, Will. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I didn't force you. It was relatively forceful. There was a lot of like, you know, like push the thing across the table and I gently push it back and then you push it back like 5 times harder than you did before with like a stare. And I'm like, fine. Hello, Vitrify. Oh my god, did I never open... Avatar, could you please refund Vitrify those points? Or wait, Vitrify, could you please... No, yes, Vitrify, could you please refund whichever one of you? Regardless. Okay, we're going to do one quick thing here. I'll refund that refund. Gosh dang it, Vitrify. I forgot to open up one of my primary programs because I'm dumb as heck. No, Vitrify, stop it. I don't have it set up. I'll really quickly launch it, but we're done for the day. But give me a second. Hold on. I mean, there's no point in doing this, but it needs to be done because otherwise I'm just being trash. I just refunded both. Thank you. All right. So to start with, for those who aren't aware, we officially have a day when we're going to do the 250, which is going to be next week, Wednesday. We're going to be doing the things. We're going to be doing the answering the questions. We're going to be chatting. We're going to be playing marbles on stream. I don't know how marbles on stream works, so I'm going to try and get that sorted out before then, hopefully. If you want to ask a question at all, you can go there. I posted this announcement already on the Discord. I'm also going to be announcing it on Twitter semi-soon after stream, if I remember. So, if you guys are interested in that, yeah, things and stuff and things and stuff and things and stuff. And potentially also even things. Maybe. But alright. We're gonna raid Kaju. Because that boy doing art, and we support our fellow artists. Your socials, king. Ah, vitrify, you bum. Fine. Socials, squats, and then we're leaving. Oh wait, I know exactly how to do this. We're gonna really push ourselves here. All right, there. Top raid message is subscribers. Bottom raid message is followers. All right, squats while we're doing this. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. 1, whether you were chatting. 2, whether you were lurking. 3, whether you just stepped in and out for a second. 4, know that you were super appreciated. 5, I hope that you guys are having a great day. 6, afternoon, evening, or night. 7, whatever time it happened to be for you. 8, I think I'm at 8. I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves. 9, I hope that you're drinking plenty of water. 10, and when you finally do sleep, whatever time might happen to be for you. 11, fuck it, I hope that you have a very restful sleep. 12, I will see you guys over at Kaju's, and I will see you guys next time. There you go, you got 2 extra out of me. Cheers.